They're going to go wild because, guys, we have former champion, race winner, and premier NASCAR driver, Kyle Larson. Hi, buddy. Kyle, how are you, brother? Good to see you, man. We got a little bit of watermelon residue, but I guess every time you go after Ross Chastain, chances are you're going to see something like that.
Yeah. I didn't get to see it, but he said it was pretty spectacular. So
she had some legs, man.
Yeah. She looked strong. Sorry back there.
All right. You know, Tony Stewart once said to me, Herman, the one thing that bonds us is this dirt racing. So let's start with this. I'm not saying this is dirt racing capital, but we had the World of Outlaw Midgets, 20 minutes in Highland. We had USAC sprint cars over here, Granite. Mod's going wild in Peabody. So Chase says he's going to calm the sprint car stuff down. Where's your next dirt race?
I'm actually off until probably November. So I usually lay it out pretty heavy until NACSA Nationals after that. And then the series kind of goes out west. So I don't really get to a whole lot of stuff. You get less midweek racing this time of year. So my dirt racing slows down some, but it's nice. I actually feel like I need the time off a little bit. I feel like I run myself pretty thin sometimes.
You do?
Yeah, no, it's been nice. The week, like last week, felt really long. It felt like it's been 2 weeks since we ran Darlington. It's only been a week, so yeah, it's different, but I enjoy it.
I see you on Instagram. I'm like, oh my God, he's golfing.
I don't golf. That must be old because I don't golf. I don't play a whole lot of golf. I think I've played 6 rounds this whole year. So where like Michael Waltrip is, I think he's played over 100.
I played 6 rounds a day.
Yeah. So I don't golf that much anymore.
So Kyle, we often say that there are levels of people who race. There are competitors, there are winners, and then there are champions. You sat at that throne as being champion of the Cup Series. Once you get there though, Kyle, is that one of those double-edged swords? Yeah, you've got it, but nothing else after that will really suffice because you've tasted what it's like?
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, yeah, it was amazing to win that championship in 2021. And then, yeah, thanks. Then we haven't won since then, but I don't know. I think I finished second in 23, and it was like, that's amazing, right? Second NASCAR Cup Series points and stuff. But I was like, after. So it just makes you itch for it more. And this is a fun time of year. The playoffs are really exciting, and we're one of the 16 guys that have a shot. So we still got to kind of get building our stuff and keep some momentum going, and hopefully we'll have a good shot here in a couple months.
I got to go there just because I'm that type of guy. You are what I consider a God's gift. Your talent level is through the roof. David Ift was a legendary crew chief for KWR, and he said there's a string from your foot to your ass, to your brain, to your arms, and then you play that piano, you play it so good. When people talk, what I just said about you, do you recognize that? Do you recognize?
I don't know. Not right now. I feel like I haven't done anything good here lately. Yeah, true. Finally did something good. But no, it's, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of that too. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm grateful with where I'm at in my career and the success I've had. But you really don't have any of that success without good people and good mechanics and car owners. And I've been blessed all along the way to have great people behind me, and you get to work around some great race car drivers as well. But yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun to be competitive, and hopefully we can be that way today. It's been a great weekend so far, so hopefully we can have a solid race. It's like I said, it's been a little while since we've had a great race, and one where we've led laps and got great stage points and
can't win them all.
Challenge. I know, but we haven't won in a while. I think this is probably the longest I feel like I've gone in my career. Kansas in May since we've won. So today would be a great day.
Johnny?
So Kyle, when you guys have the longest season in professional sports by far. It is long thing, it's a grind, and you want to be up top. But I remember there were so many times when Jimmy Johnson was kicking everybody's butt, and if you went a few weeks, everybody was like, what the hell is wrong? Him and Chad aren't getting along. There was all these theories, and then they go out and just kick everybody's butt. Say, what are y'all talking about? You guys have to be pretty even keel throughout this course of the year, not getting too high at the highs or too low at the lows. lows.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, everything you just said there, it's such a long year, and you look at it like our up till May was great. Like, oh my gosh, we're gonna win 6, 7, 8 races this year, and like we're gonna kill them in the regular season points, and then it's like, the series is just constantly changing each week, so everybody's evolving, and then you can kind of taper off a little bit, but you got to stay confident, motivated, and try to just dig through the dips the best that you can, and like you said, you just got to stay pretty even. You can't let your highs get too high, your lows get too low, so that's what I feel like we do well with the 5 team, is we don't really have too much emotion, so I think that's what you need as a competitor.
Okay, they're telling me one more. Damn it, I have so many questions.
Just one more question though, guys, because Kyle's going to stay with us for a little bit. We have another surprise for you. The last surprise was a lady crushing watermelons. So we got another one for you, but continue, Ken.
Okay, so, Chad Knaus, who basically, runs your competition at Hendrick, he came out after Darlington and he said, we didn't run good. And then, Schrader raced there forever. And, we hear about these Monday morning meetings. Are these meetings what they're cracked up to be? Like, what happened on Monday?
I'm not a part of all the meetings, but just your normal, like, for us with the 5 team, we'll meet at 10:30 in the morning and do our hour-long kind of just 5 team specific meeting, and then that rolls into typically a hour-and-a-half competition meeting with all 4 teams, crew chiefs, a couple engineers, whatever. And I don't know, you would expect it to be like this, like, everybody's mad and stuff in the meeting and you're cracking the whip. But, I think Darlington was just a good eye-opener and reminder to just really dig into the details of everything that goes into the race cars to be best ready for the racetrack. So, although it's not good to have bad results like we all did last week, I think it was good for us to have that because, we're digging through it, and I think we've learned where we kind of got off and maybe where we've been trending off here lately. So I think, this weekend we all 4 were really fast in practice. Yesterday, a couple of us qualified really good. So, I think that's the good thing with Hendrick is you have the resources to, and look, we're only 7 days away from Darlington, but we can turn things around a little quicker than other teams, which is always good.
We often talk about the GOAT. Sometimes it's not good to be called a GOAT, but if you're talking about the greatest of all time, a lot of people are already saying it.
Okay, this is out of hand. This is out of hand. I see what I see.
Okay, you see what you see. In terms of GOAT, we have Hall of Famer Rusty Wallace joining us. And guys, also, we're going to try to get him out here, another one of the GOATs, none other than Bill Murray.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Good to see you. Good to see you, guys. Come on up here. Let's all get in.
My name's Kenny Wallace. I'm Rusty's little brother.
Yeah, and depending on how old you are, he's either the greenskeeper in Caddyshack or a Ghostbuster. You can tell how old you are by doing that. Hey, Bill, how much fun is this, brother?
Well, so far there have been no injuries and no arrests. This is a
Hey, East St. Louis is right here. Yeah, right?
There's some wonderful people who have come from East St. Louis, and it's on the Illinois side of the border, so I'm sticking up for East St. Louis.
Jackie Joyner, Kersey, Vincent Price, Kyle Petty reminded me of that. They have made some legends.
If you can make it out of East St. Louis, you can. If you can, they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. If you can make it in East St. Louis, you can make it anywhere.
What do we got here?
It's another one of
We have
children.
Right here, the GOAT.
Guys, we have a GOAT.
I've got all these goats.
Literally.
We got a lot of GOATs.
We're going to talk to Rusty here in a minute, everybody. Chris.
Levi the GOAT. And look,
Watermelon, Levi.
guys, there's
Come
a
on,
reason
Levi.
why Levi is dressed the way he's dressed.
Bill, this is considered one of our greatest race car drivers of our time, Kyle Larson. He's good, wins everything. So, the GOAT. We're going to bring that GOAT up here? Come on, buddy.
say
Come
hello.
on, Levi.
How's it going, Levi? You having a good time?
You going to get
You
a
got your
picture with
tickets?
one of your kids?
Like it's outline.
That's a good outfit, isn't it?
Okay.
For a good.
What?
Photo opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah, this is a brief photo opportunity here in the Bahamas.
Get some watermelon.
Hey, he likes
And every
watermelon.
time you take one of those tours, that's what they say. This is a brief photo over the ocean. All right, big brother. I told everybody earlier, you're not in your jet anymore and you're flying commercial. Is that hard on you?
Well, I do 50-50. I use my airplane half the time, I'll fly commercial half the time. You know, just balance it out.
So last night you're getting ready to fly to St. Louis and they canceled your flight out of Charlotte. What was that like?
Well, I went straight back home and watched the St. Louis Cardinals win. It was a walk-off. Had a glass of wine and I'm sitting there and they have a walk-off right to the very end, and when they won, then I went to bed.
White Chardonnay?
Of course it is. So Chardonnay's always white.
Bill, Rusty's got a place in Cabo. You need to go there.
Okay, but I'm not going alone. Anybody Cabo? Okay, there'll be a couple of us. We can sleep on the lawn or the beach. No problem.
Me and Kenny have always had a saying, guys, when the going gets tough, the tough go get wine. And so that's what Rusty's doing these days, right?
So, brother, here we are in St. Louis. This is our hometown. We're from here. What do you think? St. Louis has finally got a playoff. This is a big deal. This isn't a normal NASCAR race.
Oh, well, having a NASCAR race here is a really big deal. We knew they'd fill it up, didn't we? So look at all the people here and have a playoff race. Number 2, fantastic. And I'll tell you, we're going to have a great race today because this weather is absolutely beautiful. Racers love this type of temperature. I think it's going to be fantastic. It's really a great time that St. Louis has got this race. Hope they keep it for a long time. I'm 100% behind it, no doubt about that.
So, Bill, you got a prediction for us? We got Kyle Larson starting up front. He's tough to beat. When he's starting in the back, he makes it to the front.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Kyle Larson is going to win. He's going to win the damn race.
Hey, I know this is a kid's question, but this is probably the only time I ever see you. I mean, does it get tired of 2 goats, 3 goats? I mean, you're recognized all over the world. I mean, you're a legend, man. Saturday Night Live, Ghostbusters. Do you get tired of it or do you welcome it?
Well, when you're a goat, it's a lonely occupation, isn't it? Isn't it lonely? And it's nice that we're finally traveling in just a small pack today. It feels so powerful. I feel like we can walk through the merch tents and take anything we want. Just walk out. Extra larges, smalls, extra smalls, anything we want. We're out of here with any t-shirt, any hat, any goofy sunglasses we want.
I think that's what Levi the Goat did. Levi the Goat
Hey.
stole a Kyle Larson shirt.
First of all, you are the GOAT because you're brilliant. That was quick. You're really good at what you do. Do you miss Saturday Night Live or was that work?
Well, believe it or not, they have Saturday night all across the country. I could tell you about a couple recently that were outstanding, just outstanding, right up there with some of the best. But I don't miss it because I had so much fun. But it's fun to see all the people do it, and it's like the school you went to. You know, when I watch it now, and I see them all get better. Huh? No. If people say, "Oh, it's bad now," that's terrible. It's not true. They write sketches now on Saturday night that are as good as any sketch that was ever written. They're not all good, but neither were ours all good. But it's a learning curve. When you start, you're not very good, and you spend some time, you do it. There's also a lot more competition. There were only 7 of us. Now they've got like 18 players, so you're all fighting to do stuff and work. It'd be like, if there was a car race and there were 700 entrants, you'd have to.
It's called the Chili Bowl.
Okay, brother. Listen, you watch it every week. What's your prediction? This is race number 2. 9 races left. This is the playoffs. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking a high side's going to come in, and Kyle Larson's going to get up there and run that high side. And I'm with Bill. Kyle's probably going to win this race. He's got a lot of momentum on his side, but he's got to get to that high side, man, because he's a high side guy. Don't you guys think?
Absolutely. And Kyle, you guys get a pretty good feeling over the course of the weekend. We do a little practicing now and qualifying act. You get a good idea about your car. What do you think? Qualified well? Practiced well? What do you think?
Yeah, this honestly has been a really bad track for us in the past, but we did get to come here and test a couple months ago, and thought we got our car really good. So, yesterday went well. I thought we were one of the best cars in practice, qualified good, so hopefully today is the day.
You're multi-talented. I brag on people. Sorry for bragging on you. But now, you got this. You've always been a music guy. It seems like you're somewhere every week. Tell me about your band. They look cool. They look good.
Yeah, the band's really cool.
Okay, they look good. Sorry.
They're really handsome. I don't know. Do we have any bachelorettes here in the audience tonight? There's some keepers up here, and there's some fixer-uppers too. There's some fixer-uppers, and I'm in that category. But they all play so well that it's not so hard for me to. My name's on the T-shirt. That's about it. I'll show up. I'll do something. But they're all so good that it's like being on a great team. It's a fantastic team, and it's fun. We have a lot of fun, and it's not. I don't know if you get to have as much fun racing a car as you do get to sing a song, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. This is a great place to be. We're right next to this big damn piece of water, and it's really exciting just to feel America right here.
Thank you, Bill. Okay, brother, I go there. I hear all this noise. NASCAR ain't what it used to be. You've seen it all. What do you say to the people that say NASCAR ain't what it used to be?
Oh,
there they are.
That's a tough one because it's totally different. I mean, you had me, you had Earnhardt, you had Labanis, you had Stewart, you had all we were all in the same era. And now you got these guys kicking ass and taking names. So, I mean, we put some good races on in the past, and these guys are putting good races too. So, I can't say nothing good or bad. I think NASCAR's all good, actually. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for NASCAR and all you fans, and so I appreciate the hell out of all of it. And I'm doing a lot of things in life now that I always wanted to do because I couldn't be because I was over at the racetrack. You guys hear about me in the motorcycle industry. We're doing a lot of motorcycle stuff now. We just got back from Sturgis, South Dakota, 2 weeks out there. That's the most fun you've ever seen in your life. And my son and I are building these high-end Harley Davidsons. It's a blast. We built over 165 of those things, and Kenny goes to most all of them with us. So you know what I'm talking about. We'll be in the Lake of the Ozarks next week for about 7 days.
With Clint Boyer?
Yeah, me and Boyer having a blast out there.
You always have a blast with Boyer.
So, yeah, I'm just doing different things, but I couldn't do that stuff, if it wasn't for NASCAR. Now I get to do this because I'm not in NASCAR, so that's pretty cool too.
All right, here's what I got to say to anybody that says NASCAR ain't what it used to be, ain't as good anymore. Look at this crowd, look at this racetrack, and look at guys like Kyle Larson. Then come tell us it's not good. Kyle, we got to turn you loose, bro. You got stuff to do, and go win a race today.
Wow. Thanks all you guys for coming out. It's always a great crowd. Thank you.
Do good, buddy. Do good.
All right, guys, there is, and you notice the reason why we put that GOAT shirt. Why the GOAT was wearing a certain shirt. That's a talent unlike any other.
Yeah, crazy. I'm still in shock that I'm up here with two of the greatest ones. Now, Rusty, my nickname for Rusty is God. I tell my family, I say, girls, Uncle Rusty's coming. Vacuum the carpet. Here he comes.
Hey, that term GOAT, okay? I swear I never knew what the hell that meant. So I love the sand dunes out there in Glamis, California. So we take a bunch of our buddies out there in these sand dunes, and we took John Elway with us, the football guy. So I'm out there. It's me and John Elway. It's Clint Boyer. It's Don the Snake Verdone, the big drag racer. A bunch of us out there together. And that night we're having dinner. And I got a buddy of mine. His name is Mike Mullman. And I met Mike, through some things I get involved in. And I sent him a picture of us standing together. And he sent me a note back that said, "The GOATs." And I go, "Why that sucker call me a goat?" I didn't know it meant greatest of all time. I thought he was just being a jerk.
You're an animal.
Call me a damn goat, man.
It's not just a barnyard animal anymore.
I didn't know.
Bill, I see you in magazines all the time. Besides, you're all good. All good.
Well, certain magazines,
So you're doing the music. What all are you doing these days besides with the band?
Well, I play with a classical quartet too. We just did a tour of Europe. We played Madrid and Vienna and the big concert halls over there, and we had a lot of fun doing that. That's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. And you're sitting there in the dressing room and you go like, yeah, this is Richard Strauss's dressing room. I guess I got to show up tonight. You know, I can't phone it in. You know, so you really got to show up and work. So I'm having a lot of fun doing things like that. There's a lot of opportunities. I mean, Rusty says, you know, if it weren't for NASCAR, you know, and for me it was sort of like if it weren't for Saturday Night Live. I've gotten to do things and meet people. I mean, just meeting. I mean, how would I have ever met you characters? I mean, maybe in jail.
Yeah.
But not anywhere else. We've all been in jail, but the photos didn't turn out, so it can't be true.
I gotta tell this story. So back in the days, you know, when Dad was racing, we used to have these four-ways, like you take the lug nuts off by hand. Well, then we realized we could take them off with an air wrench. But we had no nitrogen, you know, we had no air to run this. So Rusty and Mike went and stole the nitrogen bottle off of a telephone pole. This little old lady's peeking out her curtain, you know, because they'd have this counter across the road, and it had to be run by a nitrogen bottle. Car 1, car 2. So me and Dad and Mom, we go to Tri-City Speedway by ourselves because Rusty and Mike are in jail. What do you remember about those great days?
I don't remember a damn thing.
Is that the right answer?
I don't recall.
Hey, folks, how many people out here in their youth just watch these Bill Murray movies over and over and over? Stripes, Caddyshack, they were the greatest ever, and we quoted them constantly. We quoted you all the time.
Well, I hope there hasn't been any long-term damage. That's all I can hope. I'm glad you're still all standing and walking and staring at the sun, having a beautiful day. I'm feeling the same way. Look at me, I'm as healthy as imaginable, right? Yeah. This is a great thing. It's a great thing.
All right, guys, I am sorry to say this. We're having so much fun, but we got to stay on schedule.
No!
Yeah, sorry, Kenny. He's got some talking to do on the Motor Racing Network. He has some music to be played, and we are not worthy.
Both of you, thank you.
We are not worthy. It'd be awesome to stand in the presence. And we are not worthy to stand in the presence of some of the greatest racing fans in the world in one of the greatest cities in the country.
Thank you, everybody!
And the best racetrack in the business. Thank you guys so much. You rule. Have a great day. Be safe. And let's go St. Louis.